A gardener tended to a beautiful garden, full of flowers, trees, and plants of all kinds. One day, a young woman, troubled by her own insecurities, visited the gardener and asked, "Why do you care for your plants so lovingly? They all seem to grow on their own, yet you nurture them every day. How can I learn to care for myself like you care for your garden?" The gardener smiled and gestured to a single rose growing in the center of the garden. "This rose, like all the plants in my garden, grows from the soil, receives sunlight, and is watered regularly. But it requires care, attention, and appreciation. If I ignored it or treated it as unimportant, it would wither and fade." The woman looked at the rose, puzzled. "But the rose is beautiful on its own. Doesn't it need only the basic elements to grow?" The gardener nodded. "Yes, the rose does need the basics, soil, water, and sunlight, but it also needs the touch of the gardener. When I tend to it, I'm showing it that it is valued. By caring for it, I help it flourish to its full potential. Just as the rose needs care, so do you. You are not meant to grow alone without appreciation for your own worth. When you value yourself, you allow your true beauty to bloom." The woman, still uncertain, asked, "But how do I begin to value myself? I have spent so long focusing on others, I don't know where to start." The gardener gently took her hand and placed it over her heart. "Start by treating yourself with kindness. Take moments each day to recognize your strengths and acknowledge your feelings. Just as I water this garden with care, you must nurture your own heart and mind. Self-care isn't about perfection, it's about recognizing your worth, even when no one else does. Just as a garden thrives with care, our own growth depends on how we nurture and value ourselves. When we neglect our own well-being, we deny ourselves the opportunity to blossom fully. Valuing yourself is not a luxury, it is essential for your growth and happiness. Like the gardener tending to the rose, take time each day to appreciate your worth, no matter how small the gesture. When you value yourself, you create the conditions for your own flourishing.